Goree Island, named after a Dutch city, was one of the 3 major slave ports prior to the abolishment of the Atlantic slave trade. This small island is a 20-minute ferry ride from Dakar and is home to about 1,700 inhabitants. There are no cars on the island, and its income relies heavily on tourism. Goree Island is Senegal's primary tourist site, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1978. We began our trip by boarding a ferry to the island. The ferry was filled with tourists as well as locals. I was seated next to a Senegalese woman named Mary, who owned a small souvenir shop on the island. She is a single mother of 9 who frequently takes the ferry to Dakar to purchase necessities that she cannot find on the island. Many natives make similar trips to and from Goree Island on the ferry regularly. As we approached the island, evidence of French, Portuguese, and Dutch history clearly covered its shores. The French colonial architecture of the run-down buildings covers the small island coast. As we pulled into the harbor, the beauty of its shoreline would almost blind you of the island's grim past. Our tour guide, Ali, showed us around the island and took us through a journey of world history. We began our tour learning about the different colonial powers that existed on the island. As we continued our tour, we stopped to visit the great baobab tree. Baobab trees are very symbolic to Senegalese heritage and tradition. We learned about the magnitude of their capacity to grow and their ability to withstand a shortage of rain. Across the baobab tree stood a monument for Blaise Diagne, built by the French in memory of the first Black African French political leader who also served as the mayor of Dakar. Another statue stood near the Blaise Diagne monument, erected by the French in honor of those medical professionals who lost their lives in 1878 due to the yellow fever epidemic. The Governor's Palace, built in 1864, occupied by the first Governor-General of Senegal from 1902 to 1907, still remains as a reminder of Senegal's colonial past. Due to the deadly epidemic, the French had to burn down the military hospital that existed next door. Throughout the island, remnants of French colonial powers remain until today.
In the history of this island. And it was on September 23rd, 1940, during the Second World War, the French Vichy, and also letting the Senegalese control the island, they were given a chance for the Senegalese to control the Western Pacific. So they got together and decided.
Amazing grace.
Every year, Goree Island attracts visitors from all across the world. Many of these people come as pilgrims to honor those whose lives were horribly devastated by the slave trade. It is an extremely emotional visit to a dark past that changed the world. It is believed to be one of the major points of the Atlantic slave trade. Pope John Paul II, Nelson Mandela, and Barack Obama have all visited this site. Pope John Paul II sought forgiveness from the heavens for the role Christian missionaries played in the slave trade during his visit in 1992.
When we bend the 10,000 years.
Slaves used songs to communicate to each other about the dangers. Europeans were unaware and assumed the singing was just musical expression.
To sing God's praise, then when we
The House of Slaves is one of 28 slave houses on the island.
Amazing grace, oh how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was no one.
Which was located exactly here. Yeah? So that's why they decided not to plant this area.
But now I see.
Mandela stepped away from a tour to sit alone in a basement cell for 5 minutes in silent reflection upon his visit to the slave house. He exited the cell in tears.
Heard the word of Yahuwah say, come to me, for I am the way. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on.
Keep man in chains. Okay? So minimum 15, maximum 20.
Word of Yah will be my light. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on. You wanna get to Shamaim, I'll tell you how. Keep your hand on the gospel plow. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on. If that plow stays in your hand, will land you straight in the promised land. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on. Talk about me as much as you please. I'll talk about you on my knees. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on. When I get the shower,
So on this opening, check which girl they want to be with and send the security guards to come.
your hand on that plow. Hold on. Hold
So the guests
on. Oh, keep on holding on. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, keep on holding on. Keep your hand on that plow. Keep your hand on that plow. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep holding on, hold on. You got to hold on, hold on. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And
Obama toured the door of no return during his visit in 2013.
I'll be buried in my grave and go home.
For each, this was an emotional as well as a spiritual journey to a tragic past.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Over me. Over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my own grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more weeping, don't you know? No more weeping. No more weeping over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my own grave and go home to my Lord and be
two. 1, 2. Zamina, mina, zamina. Bena for Africa, zamina, mina. Waka, waka, Africa.
Today, Goree Island is a major tourist attraction in Senegal. People from all over the world come to learn about the history of the transatlantic slave trade. They come to reflect upon this horrendous part of our human history and celebrate its termination. They dive into the beauty of West African culture and swim along its breathtaking shores. They indulge in its natural delights, happy beats, and art while never forgetting the island's critical role in our global history and the lessons in humanity it brought forth.
Nothing but sounds. All these sounds that you see here are not correct, they're all natural collected Goree Island is also a sanctuary beach, but is located in the eastern side of Senegal, Casamance in the south. Exactly.